so in this morning's camp session, we've got the usual members, Jake, Adam, Carla, Maxim, and myself. Obviously, Aiden and Coach Ryan Hardy. We've also got a guest visiting just for the day. His name is Jake, I think, from South Australia. So you can do that with this camp. You can join for like 7 days or 2 weeks if you want, but you can also join for just like 1 or 2 days if you like, just to have a little bit of fun. Hopefully we can get some good waves and give good old Liam a little bit of entertainment. We're about a few hundred meters to the shore and it's surprisingly shallow still on this reef. Check it out. Shallow.
Are you vlogging in there?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Morning, wasn't it?
Yeah. Is this a little backdoor setup?
How do you mean? Oh,
Like I saw like some peaks here, but there was like a little bit of a wrap here to.
yeah, some almost like wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one. Almost coming up.
Oh, sick. Okay.
But just very random, like you
Yep.
break,
Yeah.
break there, outside, inside.
Okay. Cool.
Lefts, rights.
Yeah, it didn't look like much from up the top there, but when you come down, it looks pretty
Yeah,
fun.
it's actually a bit of size.
Yeah.
And power.
Woohoo! Jake, first wave of the day, hey? No. The King Carlies are weighing you down. The dumplings. Pretty fat on the takeoff, hey? They look like they're going to break, but then they fatten out here. Have to, you know, stay out a little bit further in.
Yeah.
Maxine. Has dropped in on Willy.
What are we doing about the Russia? Breathe! Father! Sorry, dirty guy.
It's all good.
Cheers. I could have sworn you used to have hair on the top of your head before I did that to you. Oh man. Go, Jason. Oh, Jason, it's your birthday. Party wave. It's a party. Yeah. Party, party. Sweet gravy dumplings. Oh my goodness, King Carly. Oh geez. Massive one out back. Yeah, sure. Okay. How is that? Yep, can I please get bean sprouts here?
Yeah.
And I get some mee goreng?
That's the weirdest looking beef rendang I've ever seen.
I know, right? It's not beef rendang. Can I get 4 of those meat skewers? Thank you. 2, thank you. Maybe 2 crispy chicken. Can I have some tempeh as well? What's the one on the back? That's tofu? 1 tofu and 1 at the front, thank you. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Can I get one of these too, please? Yep.
Yeah.
How much have I got? Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. Thank you. Spicy, yeah, very spicy. I got too excited for the video, like ordering for the video, and I ordered like.
Oh my god!
When I realized I ordered like everything.
Oh my god! Not sit there in front of a massive monitor trying. Yeah. That was so got the egg. I almost did.
The egg's good, man.
Yeah. Next time.
You want a bit? Want a bit?
I wonder why you're the only one she offered chilies to. I wonder if it's because you're Asian or what. She didn't offer me chilies.
I don't look like a pussy, that's why. Hey guys, on Instagram I asked you to ask me anything, and in response you guys asked me around about 50 or so questions, so we're just going to jump into it. First question is from Lachlan Holes. What's the biggest wave you've ever rode? Properly rode, that would have to be a wave at Padang Padang. It was around about 9 to 10 foot. I just made it down the face. I didn't pull into any barrel. I just got the hell out of there and at the end safely. So, but if you're asking me what's the biggest wave I've ever wiped out on, then that would perhaps be a 12-foot wave, same day, Padang Padang. Old mate Russell Bowden asks, how high is your Coke tally? Well, Russell, around about 1.5 liters, 2 liters per day. I'm not proud of it, I know, don't judge me. Okay, what's the best beginner's gear? Any tips for beginners? Fave place you've ever booked? Best budget board? Whole bunch of questions from Ty Carroll, shout out to you. Okay, so your first question, what's the best beginner's gear? I would think starting with the board, it would be the cheapest board that you can find. A cheap board that will allow you to go fast, and that has a bit of flex, so it'll be easy for you to turn and maneuver a little bit. You don't need you know, ISS or quad conclave or all that sort of fancy tech for your starting board, because you don't know what you're eventually going to want to ride you know, longer term. So you just want a good all-rounder board to start, so you can feel things out and see what you like moving on. Tips for beginners, I would say number 1, you got to have fun. And fun can mean different things for a lot of different people, you know. So some people have fun really going into hardcore competition mode, joining a bodyboard club, busting out as many moves as they can on the way. Others like to bodyboard with a whole bunch of friends. Some people like to bodyboard alone. Some people like to charge big waves. Some people like to have fun in novelty waves. So you got to find what you like to do and just enjoy that. The second thing is, if you had a choice between quality over quantity, especially at the start, I would choose quantity. And what I mean by that is that if your aim is to practice spins or practice rolls or practice DK or just practice riding a wave, the more that you can get on the wave and extend your wave time in any given session, the faster you're going to be able to improve. Best budget board. Okay, so I've been riding Party Shapes for a bit now, for about the last month and a half, and it's been really good. I found I've been able to slip into it, and I don't think about the board when I'm riding. I don't think that, oh, I wish I could go faster, I wish I could go slower, it's feeling a bit stiff, it's feeling too loose. I just don't think about that at all. I'm focused more on you know, my position on the wave and, you know, improving my own skill, and that's perfect for me. If I'm not thinking about my board, then to me that signals it's not holding me back, and I can just go and focus on riding waves. So yeah, Hardy Shapes has been going pretty well for me, and they actually have quite a few good beginner boards. I'll just show you here. If you go to the Hardy Shapes website, scroll down to the bottom, and yeah, these two boards here, the Charger series, Charger Punk series are really, really good. Now, if you want to move up from a beginner board and look at spending a little bit more cash on an intermediate board or an advanced board, then same website, Hardy Shapes, scroll up to the top and you can actually find the board that I'm riding, which is the Punk Boog Black Future Series Kinetic PP. Ho Stevie dropped a question. Shout out to you, Ho Stevie. I'm really keen, if I ever come to San Diego, I'll definitely be hitting you up so we can go for a boog / surf together. Hope you can show me around Blacks Beach and all the cool places that you surf. So Ho Stevie asks, your favourite place you've ever booged? There are 1 or 2 breaks on the east coast of New South Wales, Australia. Let's just say one's in Cronulla, and a second favourite wave on my hometown, which is a couple of hours north of Cronulla / Sydney. Let's just say the locals call it the local cheese grater, and you've definitely seen plenty of videos of that on my channel. Third favourite wave outside of Australia altogether would be Padang Padang over in Bali. Love that place, it's so fun. Lachlan Q asks, what's the best trick you've ever done? As you've probably seen in my videos, I'm not that great with tricks, so it's got to be like a, I don't know, a roll or a spin, a clean spin. If I can get a clean 360, then I'll be pretty stoked. I do a bit of DK, and I've done some DK spins and some DK carves, so yeah, I know it's modest, it's not great, but you know, baby steps, working my way up to it. Yeah. Adam Hesketh, hey Willie, how's the new Hardy board? Looking forward to more episodes and catching up for a surf. Could you give a shout out to our Manila Street Bomb squad? Yeah, shout out to the Manila Street Bomb squad. Phew. Looking forward to coming with you guys for a boog once it gets big. So yeah, the board's really good. Like I said before, it just feels like a natural fit. Louis Regler, will you be coming to WA, Western Australia? I think I will, yeah, and I don't think that's going to be too far away. The Life of Krabby asks, has the bodyboard camp improved your skills by a margin? I'd say yeah. I think the biggest thing that it's helped me improve is my confidence. Like if I attempt to take off on a big wave or a small wave in a certain way, or if I try a bottom turn and you know, placing my elbow in a certain way on my board, that I know that feels right. And I think that's what this camp has really helped with, particularly with Coach Ryan Hardy and with Aiden as well. He's a pretty good coach too. That's been really good for my improvement. Aaron Gimple asks, will you ever come to South Africa? We have all types of waves. All types, hey? Yeah, I'd be keen. It does cost a bit of money though to fly over there, and all the other locations on the other side of the world. So I think once I get a bit of dosh, I'll definitely be keen to check out a few waves over there in South Africa. Heard it's quite sharky over there. Do you have a lot of sharks? C Hovel 77. What GoPro do you use, and what sort of neck strap do you recommend? It's a GoPro 8. I use a GoPro 8, and I use the GoPro with this mount here, which is also by GoPro, so nice and easy. The mount that I use nowadays is a mouth mount, and it is also by GoPro. I'm using a Ho Stevie leash, and you can't really get these anymore because I bought all of them. So Ho Stevie had like, I don't know, like 50 or 100 surplus leashes that he was about to discontinue and not going to sell anymore. I ended up buying them out. So I've got a lifetime supply with the leashes, but if you can't get a neck lanyard like this, I'd actually recommend getting Host EV's bicep leash. Yeah, it's good material, like it. Samuel O'Boyle asks, what's the scariest thing to happen to you while bodyboarding besides getting knocked out? When I went out to a wave called the Zone, I went out with one of the bodyboarder who was apparently quite experienced. I'd never surfed with him before. It was about a 7 to 8 foot day, so a little bit above double overhead. There was no one else out, and sometime in the middle of the session, my mate, he tried to take off on a wave, then he pulled back, but then he got caught on the lip and he got taken down. He landed on the reef chest first and on a really rocky part of it, so he actually broke 2 of his ribs. I had to take him in because he was in so much pain. He couldn't paddle straight in or catch any waves, so I had to kind of like escort him and paddle the long way around. There was like a bay and we had to paddle into the bay. It took like 20-25 minutes. It was a mission. Oh man, it was scary for me, but it was scary knowing that there's another guy out here that is in serious trouble and he needs help. Tyler Robless asks, what's your bodyboard necessities before you go out? Choice of food, before a session, sunscreen, etc. And also, when are you coming to California? Well, Rob, I did come to California and I got skunked. You guys saw that I visited Newport. I visited the Wedge when it was in the middle of winter, and apparently the Wedge doesn't break in the middle of winter. I should have done my research before I went. But yeah, I like to go back there again. Sometimes my work sends me out to San Francisco, so I like to try to time it so on the way back to Australia, I might do a quick detour through Cali again, maybe San Diego, and surf a few waves around there. Choice of food before a session. Well, the thing about me is that I'm on this keto diet and I'm also fasting as well. So when I wake up in the morning and I go to surf, I don't eat anything. Sunscreen, I tend to use this product called what is it called? Surf mud. Yeah, so the reason why in most of my videos my face looks like I'm a clay man is that I'm using this surf mud, which is like a brown and very textured, yeah, like mud basically. It's like all natural ingredients, and it kind of works in a way like zinc. It's very thick and stays on for a very long time, so I can be out in the surf for 5 hours and I won't get sunburnt. In Australian surf, I tend to like to wear either a steamer or a long sleeve spring suit, regardless of what season it is, because the sun's very strong in Australia, and rather than having to worry about my arms and putting sunscreen on my arms all the time, I just like to cover up. So yeah, that's what I do for that. Jay Boogie asked, who's your favorite YouTuber? I do like watching channels with people that are super creative and unique. So some channels that come to mind would be Jontron, Life of Boris, LA Beast. They're not necessarily bodyboarding related. They do all sorts of random content, but I think the connecting factor with all of them is that they all look like they're having a bunch of fun. They all have a great personality and they're doing their own thing in a really cool and creative way. So not only is that fun to watch, but it inspires me to, bring more color and flavor to my content too. DJ Zombie asks, how many fins on your bodyboard do you recommend having, Willy? Cheers. I don't recommend having any fins on your bodyboard. I've tried a bodyboard with fins before, ages ago, because I thought it'd be good for drop knee, good for holding a line and getting more drive, but they're crap. Do not bother. Stick with a finless bodyboard. Caleb Crestwick, where is your local break? I live on the Central Coast in New South Wales, Australia. So pretty much all the breaks on the Central Coast are local to me, and I've been on the coast for over 25 years now. Hi Samuel6, have you ever tried surfing, and can you do a surfing POV video? I've tried surfing once. I wasn't very good at it. Sam Huddleston, what sled do you ride? Answered that. And who's Dorf? Dorf? What does Dorf mean? Let me look it up. Dorf. D-O-R-F. What does mean? Dorf is a municipality in the district of Andelfingen. That doesn't sound it. Skip that question. I have no idea what you're talking about. Lockie Brown, how many action cameras do I have, and what's my current one? I have 2. I'm using a GoPro 8. I also have a GoPro 7, but I don't use that very much. Senna Fujiwara, where do you go surf when you surf with a crew? Senna, thank you for your question. I don't really have a crew. I just kind of like to go out and bodyboard by myself here and there and run into people. Felix R. Jones, how long have you been bodyboarding for? Around about 3 years now, I'd say, on and off. Arnie the homie, what was your motivation to get back into it? Yeah, so I had a down year, as you all know, in 2019. I didn't do any bodyboarding last year, and I just missed it, I guess. Like, once I got past all my personal stuff, I was just really dying to get back out into the water. I don't think there are many things that you can do in life that makes you feel a sense of joy, peace, excitement, and adrenaline, like bodyboarding or surfing. Just being out in the middle of the ocean and seeing the sunrise, it gets me every time. I love that kind of feeling. The sorts of experiences that I've had as a result of meeting completely new people, folks in the bodyboarding community, with the locals, with tourists out in the break. Like, it's taking me to different locations, different countries. It's helped me learn new things about bodyboarding and also about myself. Yeah, there's a lot that bodyboarding has to offer, and that's why I felt I really needed to come back. Ferret, aka Jeremy Harris, asks, when are we going to surf again? When do you want to surf again? Let's go. This is a good question. So Baz and Vinny asks, is the Bali bodyboarding camp good for someone who only surfs smaller 2 to 3 foot waves? It's perfect. Regardless of the mix of abilities on this camp, we start out usually surfing some fairly smaller breaks. Like, it'll start out at 2 to 3 to 4 foot. Sometimes at an easy beach, sometimes at an easy reef, just to build people's confidence up. And we slowly work our way up to more challenging waves, conditions allowing, throughout the rest of the week. We do video analysis at the end of every surf session, which means that all the footage that was taken from the land, we sit down in the living room, we watch through that, we watch through multiple times how people take their waves, how people attempt their tricks, if they do any, and we get advice from Hardy and we talk about it, and that's how we improve and get better. So yeah, long story short, it's really good, regardless if you're just a beginner or you're intermediate or you're like an advanced bodyboarder looking to push hardcore competition style bodyboarding. Yeah, Hardy tends to cater for all sort of like skill levels like that. Ben's Corgi asks, how old were you when you first started to boogie? Okay, so I've only been bodyboarding for a few years. Like I said before, only 3 years. So yeah, it was, I didn't start at a young age at all, and I am desperately trying to play catch up. So all you young chargers out there, you've definitely got a massive head start on me. You're definitely in a good spot, so keep on charging and you'll do very well, I'm sure. If that's like your goal, to get really good at bodyboarding, I'm sure you'll do very, very well. For folks who are watching like me, who are maybe late bloomers or just getting back into it, or on and off and pretty casual, yeah, like, we're just in it for the fun, aren't we? It's good stuff. Thank you very much. These were awesome questions. I had a fun time answering them. If you do like this sort of ask me anything style of video, be sure to let me know about it in the comments section. Drop a like on this video, make sure you subscribe and share this vid with your friends.
We arrive at the end of an amazing week in Bali, and before I fly back home, we hit the surf one last time. This camp was just so much fun. Great memories, new friends. Aiden Salmon, Ryan Hardy. Thank you guys so much for always looking after me every time I come out to Bali. I'm always a little sad each time I have to say goodbye, but I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys next time. And most of all, thank you guys, my fans and my viewers, for watching my videos and for sending your love and following my journey through my videos and channel.
Got it. Oh! Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah, boy.
Did it. That's sick.
And his Coke Zero.
Yeah.